may be hot out there, but the ocean is still cool.
Absolutely. I love just the sound of that video. The waves are so relaxing. We've got a few more nice days to really get to the beach today. Honestly, it was a great day. Nice and hot out there. We saw some records that were broken today. The 90 degrees in Augusta and the 92 degrees in Concord were records broken for today, so that's always something to point out. High temperatures in most places in the upper 80s to lower 90s, though average high is only 75, so it feels a lot more like August. But the good news is that there was no precipitation to speak of for today, and that's been true for the past couple days. And we'll get one more full day without any precipitation coming up, but then things will start to change. I'll talk about that in just a minute. But something that we are going to have to contend with for a little while longer is high dew points. The dew point here in Portland is still 73, which is really high. It feels very sticky out there. So unfortunately, it's going to be a bit of an uncomfortable night as we go over the next couple of hours, because we will get down to the upper 60s, especially along the coastline as we get into our overnight low temperatures. But most of the night is going to be spent in the 70s. So again, just not super comfortable. If you have access to air conditioning, highly recommended for tonight. For tomorrow, we'll start to get into the upper 80s yet again. 91 forecast in Freiburg and 91 forecast in Concord for tomorrow. So I think there's definitely a chance where we could hit the 90s again tomorrow. And with that kind of oppressive humidity, it's going to be another one of those days that feels more like mid-August than September. And something that we're going to have to deal with over the next few days, something that's not going away, is high dew points. Over the past few days, we have been talking more about a trend going up. This is kind of a more stagnant trend, really kind of in between humid and very humid. So unfortunately, we're going to have to wait a little while before we get some relief in that sense. And that has caused the National Weather Service to issue a heat advisory for southern New Hampshire until Thursday at 7 p.m. Now we're going to do a bit of a rinse and repeat as we get into the hour-by-hour forecast. We're going to start the morning with some fog tomorrow, get lots of sunshine in the afternoon, just a couple of clouds popping up late in the afternoon as we get into Thursday, and we'll start kind of each morning with that fog because it'll be kind of hot and humid overnight. Then as we get into Thursday afternoon, that's where we could see a couple pop-up showers, especially up in the mountains. And then Friday, for the most part, will be pretty dry, a couple showers possible. And then as we get into the weekend, that's when we're going to see some of that more real rain. So if you're going to be out on the water, seas 2 to 4 feet, gusts up at 20 in the morning, and water at 67. So not too bad if you're looking to get to the beach the next couple of days when it's going to be nice. And that 7-day forecast, so we're going to have those temperatures in kind of the upper 80s to lower 90s in spots, still kind of holding on to that humidity really for the rest of the week. Chance of some thunderstorms Thursday and Friday, and then the chance we have for some real rain really gets into Saturday and Sunday. The good news though is that the humidity and the temperatures will start to dip off, and then as we get into the beginning of next week, we'll start the week with just some scattered showers, and then things are looking a little bit better. So Zach, it may be September, but we're still holding on to summer for a little longer.
That we are. Dana, thanks so much.